The hour, it's time to catch up with the Clinton Public Library, and Susie is in today. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
You said you saw a little bit of a snowflake when you were down by the library?
I did when I was coming into work this morning. I had a little flake fall and a few flurries, but then on the drive over here I didn't see anything.
It's always amazing how it'll go from, like being really mild or almost warm or hot to all of a sudden just really cold.
Right, and the first year I came here in 2019, it snowed right before Halloween, and then it snowed on Halloween. So we did a good job by not doing that this year, at least on the parade last night, which the library was in, which was awesome.
Tell us a little bit about your entry in the parade.
Yeah, so the staff got together, and they decorated the library van. I wasn't able to go last night, but they had a great time, and Mickey Mouse was their theme for Give a Mouse a Cookie, but Give a Mouse a Book. And it was Mickey Mouse was the mouse. So they had a fun time last night.
Very good. So what are we all talking about today?
Well, today is Tuesday, so that means it's wiggle time at the library. So bring your toddlers and babies at 10:30 this morning. And then tomorrow is our story time for the older kids at 10:30, and then also the first Saturday we're doing story time also at 10:30. So those parents who work during the week can come Saturday, the first Saturday of the month, and do story time, which is awesome. And I think Kate is going to be doing that story time this Saturday coming up.
Now, you were telling me that you were working Saturday and a lot of children were in the library.
Yes, I get the privilege of sometimes working the children's desk on Saturdays once a month, and I was a children's librarian, so it's so fun to see the families come in. Some of them were already dressed in their costumes on Saturday, which was really cool. They came with bags, and I said, "Oh, are you here to trick or treat, or are you here to get books?" And they said, "Oh, we're here to get books." So that was really cool.
So now, Clinton Public Library, Wiggle Time, Story Time, does it alternate who's doing that, or do you got one person in charge of that?
We have different staff that do that. Normally it's Liz that does the Wiggle Time, but Selena will step in. Story Time, again, it's Liz and Selena or Kate, just depending on the availability. And then Afternoon Adventures Wednesdays are usually Selena leads that, and then Kate will help with that. So that's the STEM programming at 3 o'clock on Wednesdays.
Do you ever get to pinch hit?
Me? No. No, they don't want me to do that. No. It's been a while since I've done crafts and activities and story time, but I do enjoy watching what they come up with.
There you go. Fun to watch sometimes.
Yes. And then we have a new staff member, Nellie, who's part-time and starting a writer's workshop in November for teens and young adults. We're really trying to do more programming for teens and young adults. So Nellie came up with this writing workshop, and also in November, it's National Novel Writing Month. So we want some teens to come down Saturday, November 11th from 12:30 to 2.
So how does that work? I mean, do you have them write maybe some short stories, or what? How does this work?
So usually we give you some prompts to start with and kind of go over the writing process a little bit. That's different for everybody. Yes, they will be providing a different prompt each month for those to kind of have inspiration, and then give each other feedback on their work so they can share their work if they want to with each other.
What is a prompt?
So you'll say, "Today is a snowy day," or
"The river was angry."
The river was angry. Yes, by Gary Detterman. So we will have a prompt, and then they can kind of kick off that.
Okay. So what do you expect? I mean, do you expect like a couple paragraphs, a couple chapters? What do you want from them?
We really just want them to have the freedom of expression to be able to write in a comfortable environment. So I think it's just providing a space for teens to come together and do some writing and learn some creative writing skills.
Do they have to sign up, register for that, or is that just come and show up? Or?
With teens, if they just show up, that'd be awesome. If they want to sign up, we will have that on our website under our program's calendar. So you can click on the calendar and say that you're coming. But we'll be ready for whoever shows up.
You know, it's always great to go to a website and you can find out so much more about what they do have to offer, and maybe you find out something of interest to you.
Right, because our calendar has a plethora of things to do. One of those things, we have online authors right now. So coming up November 1st, tomorrow, is a conversation with John Stamos live. So you can go to our website, sign up, register, and you can watch a live author event with him. And he has a new book coming out. So
The actual John Stamos?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
So, and then if you miss the live presentation online, you'll be able to watch the recording. So
Yeah, I know he had a book coming out, or
yes,
it is out
yes,
right now.
Right.
So.
Right. So we're really excited. We have a service, the Authors Consortium. So we pay a service to have this access, which is really nice because they've had some really well-known authors. I think.
So how does
John-
that work? Is it just audio or is it video and?
Video, yeah. So you can actually submit questions ahead of time if
Okay.
you want to. And then, obviously they'll get to what they can, but you can see him live online talking about his book.
How normally long are those? Like a half hour, hour?
About an hour, I believe. It just depends, give or take, 45 minutes, and then some time for questions and things like that.
I would think someone, John Stamos might draw a crowd.
Yes, so we're hoping people sign up and watch that. We had John Irving last week, or a couple weeks ago, so that was pretty popular. And then after that, on the 9th, is the Budgetnista, and I don't know if I pronounce her name right, but she's awesome, Tiffany Alchi. And she has a blog and a podcast, and then she has a book that came out called The Budgetnista, Get Good with Money. And she's pretty awesome. So we have her also for an online author experience.
Do you do a lot of online stuff?
Do I?
No, or the library, or the library.
Yes. I mean, we try to engage people in whatever realm they want to engage in. So we try to have those options because we can't bring an author. We tried to bring just one best-selling author one time. It was over $8,000, and they weren't going to be in person. It was going to be online. So to be able to have this kind of access to authors is just really great because a fraction of the cost for the year to have all this access for these authors.
Oh, interesting. And visit
Yeah.
with Susie Mesecher from the Clinton Public Library. What else you got for us, Susie?
So November, we're kind of winding down with our programming, but we're still having our Makerspace programming on the second level. Sewing 101 is Thursday, November 2nd. So we have sewing machines, basic sewing skills. So if you are curious about sewing and we have basic machines you can learn on.
We got a great sewing shop in town, Keeping You Sewing. Does she help you with that? Or?
We looked into what kind of classes she offers, more advanced classes. So these are very, very, I've never touched a sewing machine before and I'm not sure. So we're hoping it gets people skills so that then they can go and buy a more advanced machine from them.
All right.
And then also the Friends of the Library are having their annual meeting Tuesday, November 14th at 11:30 at the Pizza Ranch. So please come and join us. I will be there.
Well, you're actually going to be here on the 14th as well.
Yes.
The library, the 14th and
Yes.
the 28th. So we can find out what you had for Thanksgiving on the 28th.
Yes, I'll probably do that one, and then the others will do the other one. Yeah.
So what are you reading right now, Susie?
The Heaven and Earth Grocery Store by James McBride, and I will just read you one sentence. In 1972, when workers in Pottstown, Pennsylvania were digging the foundations for a new development, the last thing they expected to find was a skeleton at the bottom of a well.
Ooh.
And that is Heaven and Earth Grocery Store by James McBride.
Fiction or nonfiction?
Fiction.
Okay. Do you like, which one do you prefer?
You asked me.
I know, I'm going to
Nonfiction.
ask you again.
Nonfiction.
Okay.
But I like fiction too, but I read more nonfiction.
Okay. If people want to find out more about what is all taking place, and there certainly is a lot going on at the Clinton Public Library, how can they best do that?
Please visit our website at clintonpubliclibrary.us or call us at 563-242-8441.
Great to see you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Check of the weather now brought to you